Oh, that is creepy as hell. Hi guys, it's Friday morning, almost 11:15, and I promised you guys an exploration cemetery video as soon as I got a day off, and today is my day off. I'm headed to a place called Shinnville. Correct me if I'm saying that wrong. It's just right outside of Troutman, which is just right outside of Statesville. It's not that far away. The GPS is telling me maybe about 40 minutes. I'm having to take Highway NC 10 to get there. I'm not sure why, because I'm pretty sure Statesville's in the other direction, but I'm sure I can find it in any case. But I think I'm okay on gas for now. I know with the hurricane situation, I probably will have to get some gas eventually. Gas around here is not that bad. So far, only one gas station has run out of gas, and this is a small town. There's like a gas station on every corner. So I probably will fill up after I get back. But I have tons of water. I have tons of supplies, tons of food. I might pick up some more food actually. But we have flashlights, we have candles. I mean, we have battery jumpers and all that fun junk. And the battery jumper that we have can actually jump and charge small appliances too. It's actually really neat. I'm going to show you guys all of that fun stuff later. But for right now, let me see if I can find the cemetery. And it's a pretty neat cemetery. It's called St. James Cemetery, but it's also called their local witches cemetery. I'm sure every small town has a local witches lore, but this one is actually really creepy and spooky, and lots of people have told me about this one in particular. So that's where we're headed today. It's supposed to be right around the corner. There's a church. Yep, there's the church right there. St. James. Now where's the cemetery? So I found it. I drove right past it, and then I just had to do a U-turn and then come back through here. I did buy a backpack for my belongings when I go out like this. $5 Walmart. Nothing fancy, just something simple to hold my belongings. And my camera is actually on the roof of my car as I get my stuff together. And I'm like only 5'1". So, but I found it, and we're about to go in as soon as I take a few quick pictures and post them to Instagram. All right, let's go in. How big that is back there. There's actually some outside here, back further this way. I'm gonna go look at before we go into the actual cemetery itself. Now, the story behind this cemetery is that A, it's haunted, of course. That's why I'm here. And B, it's considered a witch's cemetery. I mean, part of the folklore is that a supposed witch is buried somewhere outside of the stone walls. Now, there could be many reasons why somebody is buried outside of the stone walls. Suicide. You couldn't be buried inside the cemetery for religious reasons. And sometimes the servants, if your family was rich enough and you had servants, they would get buried outside of the family lots too. There's one way over here. Surname Overcash, which I see that a lot where I live. The Shin family, which we're in Shinnville, so this is a perfect day to be out here. It's not hot, it's relatively cool. Between late summer and early fall, maybe early winter, I can get a lot of these in on my days off and when the kids are in school. A lot of the older ones are actually back towards that. That's the more historical part of that cemetery. And we're going to go over there in just a second. I just want to be sure to capture all of this side first before we head over there. It's heavily wooded, which is one of the reasons why I try to come more prepared. You don't know what's in these woods, you don't know what's in the landscape, poison ivy, poison oak. I do have a first aid kit in my backpack here. One of the first things that I bought. Now we're going to venture to the other half. It doesn't look well taken care of at all, actually. Those are, for those of you who don't know, those are Masonic Lodge symbols. And usually, like if the person is married, the wife might be part of the Eastern Star group, which will have like, it's like a star. It's really noticeable. There's quite a few outside the wall, so I'm not quite sure which one would be the supposed witch. Oh, that's pretty. Look at the peacock. In love and memory of the Mills family servants. That is probably what they were talking about. When I told you earlier, some of the servants were buried outside the family plot. That might be what they were referring to. Was this area. I have never seen anything like that. That's really sweet. There's a stone right here. It's very old. I can't make out this inscription at all. It might belong to the servants. I am getting kind of like a creepy vibe through here. Not a bad vibe, just a weird creepy vibe. Look at the headstone over here. In memory of somebody Mills. That looks like it might be the original gate to the cemetery. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from the weight. I mean, this is like iron, it's heavy. Some of the Mills family over here. I love that sound, the leaves and the twigs beneath your feet. I keep seeing something out of the corner of my eye over here. It could be the branches, it could be animals or birds or something, but something over here I keep seeing moving. Oh, that is creepy as hell. It's a little stuffed animal. I don't want to touch it because it might be slightly disrespectful, but it looks like, I thought it was stone at first, but it looks like it might be cloth. And it looks like it's been here for a while. Some of these are just so far gone, can't even read any of the inscriptions. Let me go and look over here first before I head back and catch that last corner. That's infant right there. And that's really pushed down into the ground. I can barely make that one out. The shadows make it really eerie, really hard for the inscriptions to be read. There's a lot of little kids and infants that belong to this family that died really young. A year, two months old, and then a year. And they all belong to the same parents. I'm not sure about witches, but there is a high mortality rate for kids out here. This group, and there were some over there that I saw. And then that lamb sock puppet, whatever it was, is still creeping me out. It feels like it's watching me, to be honest. It feels like, I don't know, but it's creepy as crap, and I'm not going back over there. Just kidding. I do have to come back over here because I totally missed this spot over here. That's, I swear to God, that little freaking lamb is watching me. There seems to be a few over in this corner. Still surnamed Mills. There seems to be quite a few over here that are just buried beneath the leaves. So, I do not spook easily. I would just like to state for the record that I normally do not run. I do not scare easy. I love things like cemeteries and genealogy and research. And the older cemetery, the better. But that right there is creeping me the hell out. I think I got everything. The cemetery is actually bigger than it looks. You can't see it from the road. It's gated, as I showed you. And it's bricked up a little bit. So I'm making my way back to my vehicle. If you guys, oh, it's like a horsefly or something. If you guys see anything, hear anything, have any questions or comments, or just want to research any of this yourself, drop it in the comments. But I'm getting out of Dodge because this is literally one of the creepier cemeteries I have been in. This is just, I don't know. So these are just some of our hurricane prep items. Most of this stuff can be eaten with or without water, with or without beef cookie. Of course, you have the popular ramen noodle. You can eat this raw if you have to, and it's like 5 cents a pack, so why not? Trail mix, I got 2 kinds. I got the kind with almonds and raisins and chocolate chunks and cranberries, and then I got another kind, Asian nut crunch, the Asian kind, because I love the Asian mix. I got all kinds of other stuff over here. I got the chicken salad and crackers. I got packs of Vienna sausages back here. Tons and tons of SpaghettiOs. You guys can't really see anything because my counter is cluttered with this stuff. But I got like 100 cans of SpaghettiOs. I got Spam. Easy to make. You can eat it out of the can if you have to. These, the Dinty Moore meals, granted they taste a lot better if they're heated, but they don't necessarily have to be warmed if you're in dire straits. And of course I got some comfort items. Some flavored water too, just because they were cheap as dirt. I got some Pop-Tarts somewhere. In case you wake up one morning no power, kids can still eat. I got tons and tons and tons of bottled water. Oh, paper plates and cups too, and I got plastic forks somewhere. Tons and tons of bottles of water. I don't know how many cases I have, but I've got like, hang on. I've got so many of these. And then
there's more in the car.
Yeah, there's more in the car. I got one,
in the freezer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gallons. Oh, ow, 5 gallons of these. Right here. I've got 5 more in the car, and there's some in the freezer. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases of the 24-ounce drinking water, and then I got 1 case of the 35. I'm doing laundry and dishes because the last thing you want is to be stuck in a dirty house and you can't get your chores done. So get your chores done now while you can. What, baby? And of course I got animal stuff. Tons of cat food, tons of cat litter. Kitties are good to go. Oh, let me show you this one thing I was telling you guys about earlier. This bad boy will probably be our saving grace in the event of an emergency. It is a battery jumper for vehicles. However, it has AM/FM radio, and it has a little spot where you can plug in a small appliance. It's got adapters in the front. My cat would not stay out of the here and take pumpkin. It's got adapters and chargers in the front, and adapters and air compressors all in the back. So this probably will be our saving grace during the storm. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys are prepared. I know it may not seem like that big of a deal, but to those who have been through it before, we know the drill and we know how nasty these things can get. So take care and stay safe. And I probably will record again maybe sometime during the storm. I'm not sure, but
and also I go to school tomorrow. No.
It's Saturday. She doesn't go to school tomorrow.
No.
But I will see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.